Alright, hello and welcome back to this Halloween special Let's Play of Stasis. I'm still getting a little set up for this session here. Oh, there we go. Now my computer just finished configuring my USB laser wheel mouse because reasons. Good. So we are going to do something moderately unsafe here. First of all, let's look at this. Okay. Note that these correspond to the various corpses we can find in here later on. Let's have a look at these again. This is kind of important here. I don't know if you can see it, but in case you don't, they have circled the word crowbar through skull. We are going to get that crowbar. We don't know just how we're going to get it just yet. Note that all these portals are iced over. How do you suppose we should go about fixing that? Well, here's something we can click. Now, we're going to be saving the game, and then we're going to die because it's so much fun. First of all, let's just show you what happens. Okay, that was a whole lot of nothing. Let's click one more time. Still nothing? Hey, did I do something wrong? Oh, right. There you go. Of course. Never mind. I know how to play this game. Well, fewer things happened than I was expecting. But, let's just get with the dying, shall we? All we need to do is keep the door open and use the furnace to thaw this place out. Which isn't safe. Don't get me wrong. So, look what happens to the ice here.
Duty officer has been notified of the conflict area. Please evacuate area immediately.
And of course, we're kind of cooked in the process. And I did not trigger a trophy for that because, well, I've been killed that way before. And where is my mouse? There we go. Load. Okay, let's do this proper now. Wait, I already towel on the thing. And electric toe tag on the thing. Now run, for fuck's sake, man, run! There you go. Fixed it. Look at that.
Oh god.
Yeah, the papers, they're just not in existence right now. So, large crowbar, get.
Oh god.
Okay, we can apparently click these. I don't know why. It doesn't really do anything. Oh well. We have our crowbar, and that's the important thing. Okay. Now we go back to service platform 2. Service lobby. Whatever. We're going there all the same.
Your best bet is to find medical access currently. Medical wing is on that tram line, so it should be a quick ride.
Thank you, Tia. And, I'm sorry about your friend.
Just be safe.
Safe. Yeah. Okay, well, here we are. Okay, so nope. Nuh-uh. No, 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 no. Well, I don't think that was a reference to Alien, but hey, you know what this calls for. Another little death. Yeah, don't try this at home, folks. Let's see, does the game drop us off where we were? Didn't actually do so. Okay, well, in we go.
Do not move. Attention. Tram terminal access will be granted once biological containment protocols have completed.
Tell me where I am.
Are you a crew member?
Crew member? No. I don't know how I got to this place.
What's the first thing you recall?
But my wife and daughter, we were on our way to Titan. Then I woke up here. That's it. Can't remember anything else.
I heard rumors of Kane Corporation hijacking civilian transport to the moon from here.
Where is here?
The Groom Lake. It's a medical research ship.
But Kane, why would they need a ship for research? They have dozens of facilities.
Human experimentation. Fringe studies. Here, they can do, well, anything.
What? My wife, my daughter. I need to find them. Now.
Help you, John. But first you need to get to the tram and get moving.
Warning. Biological scans are inconclusive.
Now, there is one thing here I just want to criticize. I feel like they kind of slipped up on the whole containment sequence here, animating it. It didn't really look like anything happened, did it? Maybe some kind of radiation going on, but assuming this is a medical research, I would assume that the cells that would have contaminated something would be eukaryote in type, which is the same as, of course, mammals and most other multicellular organisms. So if they have some radiation that wrecks eukaryote cells, we would be in trouble. Unless there's some kind of technological shenanigans going on that the game has not mentioned. But I digress. Let's just do this. And I just realized I need to name the episode more appropriately. There we go. Because I obviously can't do this off camera or something, whatever. So, tram power down. Not fantastic. What do we do about that? Let's see. Blah, blah. Let's see. This is where we get to use our fancy new crowbar. Not gonna use it on John anymore. Don't worry. Oh hey. I can grab a thing from there. Correct. And to do this, I need to click like so. And the tram charging system is up and running. What does the computer terminal have to say? Okay. Do we press recharge? Oh, yeah, we do. And because when you have bloody big charging equipment, you get very quick
I see it.
recharging.
Give me a second.
Obviously. Good science fiction.
Say your destination for the medical wing.
Let's see. What happens when we do this? Not a whole bunch. Note that that the tram is on line 1 and it is out of order. So we should switch to tram line 2 to progress. And to do that, we need to reverse this little shenaniganry. And there. I don't think you need to animate all that though.
Hold up. Destination set. Start the tram on your way.
Okay, are we good? Well, we go inside to see whether we're good. And there's a glint. Of course, we should go and look at that. Maybe let's just take a load off first. John, where did you go? I don't see you right now. Okay, you don't want to sit down? Good to know. Nice of you to tell us. Wait. Woohoo! And cutscene.
How long? How long ago was the evacuation? My family would have left.
I want to sit down.
People to make it out.
I want to sit down and wear some safety belts.
Not sure exactly.
But blood.
You kind of see my suit.
It's been a while. We've been stuck in this death trap for about 3 months now.
Months.
There are more of us with you. During I was the last. We were repairing the shuttle. It's almost done. We were about getting supplies when, well,
Was he I mean, were you he?
Yuri. No. We would have killed each other long ago if each other could survive.
Evacuation is advised.
He's going to derail the tram! Rob, hold on to something!
Yes, John, could you please hold on to something? Well, wasn't that loud enough for you? Now, I think this is the only time I've ever seen a loading screen in this game.
John? John! Are you okay? I lost the tram signal!
What the hell happened? I can barely make you out.
Are you hurt?
No. I think I'm okay. I'm fine. I need to get out of this tram. It's okay. I think I can make the jump.
John!
Maybe that icon go.
See where you are.
Just a second. Shit, that was close.
John, are you okay?
I'm fine. You're breaking up. I can't hear you. Hello? Tia? Come in. Radio's not working.
Okay, get it together.
Well, did you see how he was crawling away from the
Now, what am I?
from the vehicle there? From the tram wagon thing? I approve. I really do. Let's see. There's nothing else to pick up here, is it? Is there? No? You're lucky not to have been crushed by the flying wreck. I agree. It is very fortunate that you do not get crushed by the wreck here. Let's see. I wonder. I'm just gonna see if I can sort of intentionally strangle myself.
No. Crazy.
Nope, I can't. Good to know.
This should be useful.
There we go. We'll be using that in a minute. First,
51. We left in 2148.
Oh.
5 years ago. Bastards had us here for 3 years.
I did not get this on my first playthrough. Must have passed this by. Well, good scripting. I definitely approve. Now for some PDA action. And excuse me, I'll just go and connect the power supply of my laptop. And there we go. I guess this is going to be the rest of the episode, by the way, just so you know. So we are now looking into the records of Albert Olsen, who was an engineer. Both the timeline here, starting in August 19 through to November, where we have some clones. And Samantha is going to be important. There is going to be mention of her in Kane, the standalone continuation. I don't think I'll say any more than that at this point, though. And of course, there's a lockdown and screams of terror. Lovely. And an attempt to swim across one of the cloning vats. And then there's the final message. Oh, great. Kane certainly spared no expense on the engineering decks. More often than not, the air conditioning breaks faster than maintenance can come back to fix it. The walk to the restrooms can exceed 10 minutes on a good day. It's of no consequence. With the lush retirement package Kane has prepared for me, I'd happily work in a cardboard box lined with thumbtacks for the rest of my career. I'm scheduled to receive my new heart and lungs within the next few months, at which point I may finally retire to join my wife, Rosalind, in Chicago. Until then, cigarettes and foods of the highest saturated fat content will continue to carry me through the day. Screw this guy. Well, he kind of is screwed actually, but I'm jumping ahead. This evening I was surveying the equipment on the decks when I noticed something rather unusual. A very fine layer of some sort of fungal substance. This is another important thing. Is beginning to settle on the machinery. It's even found its way onto the dials and monitors. They look filthy on the inside. Given the conditions around here though, the growth of mold on any surface should come as no surprise. But it seems to be interfering directly with the performance of the broom lake, so it's of some urgency that it's taken care of. I've reported it to maintenance. Hopefully they'll be quick in cleaning it up. Kane Corporation must be pleased with my performance so far. I woke up to a promotion. I'm in charge of the construction of new cloning vats effective immediately. I have little time to elaborate. This job is important and urgent, I believe. More water. I never anticipated that the project would be on such a huge scale. Clones will be created in mass quantities, utilizing several megavats filled with special equipment and enrichment liquid to accelerate the growth process. I must enhance the rate at which we'll be creating clone batches. They've invented a method of manufacturing human beings faster than humans can biologically. Project Seed insists that the cloning vats are put to use immediately, despite the fact that they're far from complete. The vats can certainly sustain the cloning process, but some safety precautions are lacking. Like the holding chambers for research clones have no power routed to them, so the electronic locks are useless. The walkways above the vats are still only temporary. O'Sullivan fell over the guardrail and into a vat yesterday. Had it not been filled with sanitizing solution, we would have lost him. The clones appear to operate entirely on instinct. One of the complete human clones in Vat Theta bit a good chunk out of Miss Keen's ear during feeding time. Blech. Sounds like a safe working environment, yeah? 3 of the completed research clones tore through their holding chamber's analog locks last night over in the labs. They found Peters bent over backwards with his head between his knees. He's not going to be walking again anytime soon. Maintenance will be fixing the electronic locks this evening. O'Sullivan has asked to be assigned to a different project. O'Sullivan's request was denied. Keen, however, has been transferred to Project Seed. And there's another project name, by the way. You remember that the other one was called Kitchen Knife? Well, now you have Project Seed. I've been stealthily increasing the portions of food to Elon's batch in VAT 449. Although they're just heart and lungs, I can't help but feel an attachment. Additionally, we've noticed a massive organic matter that has sprouted a tail and swims around aimlessly. O'Sullivan wants to name it after his mother-in-law. Who in their right mind names a defective clone? Now, if you're a good adventure gamer, you should note this number here, VAT 449. Note also that it's not interesting. More on that later. I think. Yeah. Yep. It's in this game. Yeah. 449. Not interesting. Write this down. Samantha, the impossible human fish monstrosity, crushed Elon with her thrashing as she was being removed from a vat. Most of the other clones in the batch have similar deformities. None of them actually grew into heart and lung tissue as they were meant to do. In fact, the results thus far are truly horrifying. It sounds like Alien 4, to be honest. Don't watch that movie, by the way. It's not a great movie. Everyone has been acting strangely lately. O'Sullivan didn't show up this week, leaving me to tend to the vats by myself. I don't understand why that's being permitted, but management would have most certainly dragged him down here by the cheeks if there was no legitimate justification. Speaking of cheeks, one of the complete human clones took a chunk out of mine when I was escorting it to the research labs. Containment procedures? Anyone? The Groom Lake has been completely locked down. A massive tremor shook and collapsed the walkways over the cloning vats. I'm trapped. I can't access the bulkhead. If this lockdown is anything like I heard the last one was, it should be over soon enough. Hopefully sooner rather than later. 2 packs of cigarettes will only last for so long. I can hear screams of terror through the ceiling. They echo. Each reverberation is a reminder that I'm damn fortunate to be down here and not up there. Although my supplies are running out, I sincerely hope that I don't have to swim for it. If the clones don't get me, cardiac arrest from the aerobic exercise will. Yeah, see where smoking and high-fat food gets you? I'm going to attempt to swim across Vat Theta. I'll reach the other side and try to get myself to the next level of the ship. Clones have been violently floundering in the growth liquid. Given what they did to Peters, I might not see the other side of this vat. The remainder of this entry is to be delivered to my wife. Rosalind, I can only hope that I have the opportunity to deliver this to you myself. If not, I must attempt to express with words what I have longed to convey physically. Should I die before I can get off this vessel, every moment of my life, every cumulative experience that has influenced my being will scream your name, begging the reality of inevitable death to spare me, if only to touch you once more. I apologize for and regret every second I have spent away from you. Until that moment we first met, my heart was a void, lacking the fierce fires of passion that you have bestowed within. No matter the outcome of my escape, I will be long dead before they are extinguished. For an eternity after I have perished, you will live on. Your name will ring out through the galaxy, a testament to all of existence that there can never exist a love greater than what I have for you. Your love is my life. As such, I am immortal. And lacking cheek. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is it for this episode. See you back for the next one. I hope. I hope I didn't scare you off already. There's plenty of scary stuff to go. Just saying.